I'm Todd Hubbs, Oklahoma State Crop Marketing Specialist. We continue to see volatility in commodity markets. There's uncertainty involved in the geopolitics of the Strait of Hormuz. We've seen weather issues enter the market, particularly the wheat markets, as the crop continues to look poorly this year. And we still have, even though nobody's talking about it, a lot of trade uncertainty. And as we move into the summer, the USMCA review could add even more uncertainty into these already volatile commodity markets. Recently, we've seen the wheat crop deteriorate, and crop conditions have reflected the drought conditions in the southern plains. Wheat in Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas is headed a little bit, well, quite a bit above the normal pace for this time of year, which is sort of indicating how the drought's affecting the crop. And the conditions themselves are very poorly. Not as bad as what we've seen in, say, 2023 or 2013 on a conditions level, but still very, very poor. And the expectations of acreage loss and lower yield are very high right now. And we'll have to see how it all turns out. But the prices are reflecting that. We've seen a large rally in the hard red winter wheat market to where the July contract has touched the 690s, which we haven't seen in quite some time. Overall, there are other commodities, corn, soybeans, they're sort of moving a little bit higher, but since the Corn Belt's seen large areas move out of drought, I think it's a little bit more muted, and it's more related to geopolitical issues. And we'll have to see how things develop in the Corn Belt for the spring crops that are going in there. But overall, still a lot of volatility. There's still a lot of uncertainty of how the winter wheat crop's going to turn out here in Oklahoma. We had a large drought here in the southern plains, and it's still hanging around. We have seen fronts move through, but here in Oklahoma, I think if you took I-35 and took a line north on it, all the way up through Nebraska, you're seeing real problems to the west of that line, and it's very, very spotty. Sometimes you'll see some wheat fields that look pretty decent, but when you talk to folks that have gotten out in them, there's issues. So in general, even though we've seen some weather move through, it's more of the eastern part of Oklahoma and Kansas and Nebraska that's benefited from it. And a lot of our hard red winter wheat area is struggling. And that's why we're seeing this, the wheat's maturing quickly, and that's going to lead to smaller seed heads and just general problems with yield across the board. So I think you're going to see prices reflect these problems. They've already started happening in the market. I don't think it's going to spill over too much into corn or soybeans. They've got their own things going on, in particular the way their crops are developing, how many acres they're going to have this year. And those might put a damper on how high hard red winter wheat prices can go, how high they can go. The soft red winter wheat area, because it's in that Ohio River Valley, is in a little bit better condition. Most of the trouble for the winter wheat crop is here with us. I hate to say it. If I had my druthers, I wouldn't be saying it. But the white winter wheat up in the Pacific Northwest is looking really good. And in the Ohio River Valley, the soft red winter wheat is looking decent.